I want everybody to look down. You see that little black box in front of you? That's called a telephone. Now, I'm going to let you in a little secret about this telephone. It's going to help you learn Mandarin, but it won't learn itself. That's right. Until you take some action, it's nothing more than a worthless hunk of plastic. Like a loaded M16 without a trained Marine to pull the trigger. And in the case of the telephone, it's the action of you, my highly trained Mandarin Imagineers. My killers, who will not take no for an answer, who will not put down the phone until his client either learns or flippin' burns. At least as a fluent man, when I have to face my problems, I show up in the back of a limo speaking a whole bunch of topics from science to fashion in a language most people think is impossible. And if anyone here thinks I'm crazy, get the funk out of here and buy yourself a 600-page How to Do Chinese for Dummies from the local dollar store, because that's where you belong. So you listen to me and you listen carefully. Are you behind in your studying? Good. Pick up the phone and start skrittering. Are your friends' Chinese writing skills better than yours? Good. Pick up the phone and start skrittering. Does your girlfriend or boyfriend think you're a loser? Good. Pick up the phone and start skrittering. I want you to deal with your problems by becoming smart. I want you to go out and study, leverage yourself, back yourself into a corner, let the consequences of failure become so unthinkable that you have no choice but to do whatever it takes to win, to learn, and to grow. You have an obligation here, people, to your family and friends, to this podcast, an obligation to yourself. You cram Mandarin practice as hard as you can. Be aggressive. Be ferocious. Be Skritter freaking superheroes.
欢迎来到 Mandarin Monkey 广播时间。
你好 Hello everybody and welcome back to the Mandarin Monkey Podcast episode 149.
第149集。
你忘记了号码吗？
对啊。
149. Yeah, it's episode 149 today and wow.
你今天好高哦。
What a day. I am, aren't I? Yeah, slightly. I can always just go back a bit.
Yeah.
But then my mic has to come back with me. And the table, look. There we go. Look, hey, that's a little bit better, no?
有，这样比较好。
Wait, what a day though, huh? Actually, and 今天是星期四 so usually我们常常record 我们的广播 on 星期五，对不对？
星期五录广播。
但是今天我们 recorded 我们的广播 on 星期四 because
我们需要去医院。
Yeah, 我们需要看很特别的
医生，小肠科医生。
对啊。And yeah, we'll get into that in just a second. But before we do, let me entertain you. No, seriously.
Is that entertaining?
Yeah, I thought it was a little bit entertaining, was it not?
有吗？
Obviously, if you're just listening, all you heard was so maybe it wasn't entertaining, but okay. Sorry, if you're watching, maybe 不知道。Okay, 所以现在是7点 This is 7点晚上
7点。
对啊 and actually, usually, again, we record in the morning on a Friday. This time it is Thursday evening. The children today, 我们的孩子他们跟阿嬷去 Where did they go?
他们去桃园。
To Taoyuan, so in the north, right?
对。
Babian. And which is kind of near Taipei, right?
对啊。
桃园
上去就是台北。
So they had to see
我妈妈的姐姐。
Amma's sister.
对
older sister.
对。她只有一个姐姐。
She just one, really?
她其他都是弟弟。
Okay, so yeah, a younger brother and older sister.
对啊。
I thought she had more than that because they were all having arguments about Amma's house. Like Amma 的。
她有一个哥哥，一个姐姐，然后。
他们的孩子。
3个弟弟。
哦，你的妈妈吗？
我妈妈的姐姐兄弟姐妹
Yeah.
a sibling.
Yeah.
对啊，
Well, they're all siblings, aren't they?
对啊，
Yeah. So there's 5 of them, you said?
对，
Oh, okay. So sorry, I just thought you said that she has one older sister and one younger brother. But then I thought, no, that she's got more than that, right? So there's 5 of them.
没有啊，3个弟弟。
So 3 brothers.
Mm.
And they're all younger.
对啊，
And one of them lives in Taiwan.
对啊，我们的泰国
He's a total
uncle
momo 的。他有 total momo 的脸。
sneaky 脸哦，
Yeah. It's like
他
a-
人很好啦，他是个好人。
Yeah, you keep saying that, I know, but I don't know.
我知道你不是我们，我知道你跟他不熟
Yeah.
，you don't really know him，但是
No.
他是个好人。
Yeah. I'm sure he's got kind heart.
To family，他是啊，
And a big bag of money.
可以不要再讲秘密了吗？
Just a meme 吗？
是啊，
Oh.
不要再讲了。
All right. Okay.
God.
Yeah, don't come and dig up a big bag of money, guys. So where were you? Oh yeah, they've gone off to Taiwan and they're
Yeah.
on their way back now. They're on the way back. So
Yeah.
at some point during this Guanbo, you could hear some Haizi coming in and Daddy, mommy.
我们回来了。
And at which point we will have to go. 当然。
当然，
Anyway, 今天我们有新的朋友，我们有an older friend. I don't want to say older friend. It's Claudia.
以前的朋友
Claudia joined as a patron a little bit ago
是
and has very recently upgraded to the Hangout tier. So now she's going to be coming along. Yes, to the Hangout, so we
我
can
们的
find.
hangout 新朋友。
Oh yeah, so we can finally get to meet her
嗯
face to face. Well, sort of.
，digitally
Yeah
在电脑上面
对啊
face to face。
Yeah, like yeah.
现在你也没有办法真的
Camera
face
to
to face。
Yeah, it kind of is though. It is face to face. It's like not in person, is it?
对啊，现在不行啊。
Yeah. What? Because of the Bingdal.
对，
Yeah. I feel like you want to fight today. You want to fight?
没有
You
啊，
feel like you like a
有
bit?
吗？
Yeah. No. Yeah.
没有啊，
Okay.
我没有要打，因为我打架我会输啊，I'll lose
哦
anyway，所以为什么要？
Okay. Yeah. So Claudia was a patron of ours in the WhatsApp group, and now since the upgraded, thank you very much, Claudia. We super appreciate it, and we're very excited to meet you when you come along to one of the hangouts. I think you booked it this weekend, did she? I think she did.
我不知道我没有看到。
Oh, okay.
谢谢
Cool. And also 2 other friends, Jessie.
Jessie，
她是新的。
新的好朋友，你好。
Hi, Jessie.
Hi.
Don't know a lot about Jessie yet because just joined the WhatsApp group and just introduced himself. Not sure too much about him yet, but again, very excited to meet him. Thank you very much for supporting us. And also George or
George，
Jorge.
对呀，我们今天原本早上7点。我们的7点我要跟 George 一起上 free lesson， 但是因为他工作比较忙，
So you have met him before?
今天早上，但是没有
Oh, okay.
he cancelled 对啊，
Yeah, sorry.
因为
yeah.
工作忙，所以就取消了。
Right, okay. So he was a bit busy.
对，
So did he rebook or has he rebooked the free lesson yet? You say no?
今天有，但是取消了。
Okay.
It was today，
Yeah, you said yeah, but he cancelled.
Yeah.
Has he rebooked?
没有啊。
No, not yet. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. But well, looking forward to seeing that. I'm assuming that George, you will want to rebook your free lesson because they're free. Huh. Why not? Have a free lesson. Also, obviously, in addition, so anyways, thank you very much to all of our patrons, our new ones and old ones. You guys keep these lights on and the cameras rolling. So 谢谢你们. Also, obviously, Skritter, but I might have done an exciting little audio intro for you guys again.
很好玩。
对啊，所以你要告诉他们今天的故事吗？
Well， 你是主角 ，you're the character， 对不对
I am
You're the main
one of the characters.
你是主角，但是反正我们今天就是终于去见到了一个别人说他是很棒的医生。我们很早就去了，大概等了1个小时左右。然后呢，我们就非常的兴奋，我们带着我们自己的我们的 pad， with your story，
Yeah.
小故事。
I did, yeah.
对
Yeah.
然后我们就很开心的，然后很兴奋的要去看它。那结果呢？我们出来的那种感觉不是我们 expected 的，就是不是我们原本想象中的那么的 relax 或是 relieved。这中间有一个非常可怕的 communication 的一个沟通。
Yeah.
然后我们会告诉大家为什么。
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, you obviously heard our podcast, our previous podcast 148, where we sort of talking about what we were going to go and do at the hospital. So today was basically an appointment with a super specialist, a 胃医生,
小肠医生.
Yeah, a small intestines doctor who obviously specializes in small intestines, and he. We were going to go and see him to discuss obviously my symptoms and then see what he thought the issue could be and then what the treatment could be or the exams, tests or whatever we need to do.
对啊。
So we went to see him with the expectation that Taiwanese doctors essentially tell you the worst thing it could possibly be.
没错，你可能有癌症 you possibly have cancer.
Yeah.
Oh, 真的吗？
Go home and think about that for a few weeks and then come back. It's that kind of thing, right? There's no bedside manner that way. And that's because of legal reasons. So they do that because of litigation. But I'm sure we've explained that before. So we went there and we didn't expect there to be like really positive news. Our mood was fine though in the way in there. We actually talked to one of his colleagues previously who said, oh, this guy's a really good doctor. You know, he's very straight talking, but a really good doctor.
他会告诉你所有的实话。He tells the truth. 但是他也有警告我们 He warned us that he's not a polite doctor. 他不是一个很有礼貌的医生。所以我们都知道了这些小小的故事 about him. 所以呢，在我们去看他之前，其实我们就是觉得Okay, he's a doctor. 然后我们需要就是很直接的告诉他
Just tell him that, yeah.
我们的故事是怎么样，你有什么样子的 symptom， 什么症状，然后我们就是都已经想好 very clear， 然后我们就嘟嘟嘟嘟进去了。
Like a robot and just, you know, have do go through the process, right? Dun, go in there, talk to him, tell him the symptoms, get the result, book the test or whatever it's going to be, leave. But actually what happened was like, it was 很有趣的对话 where, and I say 对话, it was like an argument, really.
我跟他的 argument.
We kind of had an argument with him. So let me make something very clear.
我觉得这跟文化还有教育有关系。
对 and我不是医生。
我也不是。
Eula is also not trained as a doctor. Neither of us have gone to medical school, and neither of us have trained in any kind of medicine
对啊
for any length of time. I have Googled lots of things. I'm a Google doctor.
是，你是 Google Master 大师。
对 but that's about it. And I've taken a lot of medication. That's the extent of my medical knowledge. I've watched Scrubs and like The West Wing and, you know, some shows about doctors on Netflix and the TV.
那不算啦。
And I've Googled a lot of things. Yeah. Okay. So I just want to make that very, very clear. Now, we walk in. So firstly, we wait. 我们需要等很久。
哇，我们等好久哦。
我的号码是64，对不对？And when we got there,
26号。
The 排队 what was it 26? Oh, okay, 26号。So 26号 yes, 26. So the number was 26, and we were 64. So you can imagine the wait time, right? And actually, it was about an hour and a half.
差不多那么久。
Maybe something like that. We had to wait for about an hour and a half. Eula finished a book. Finished her book.
Yeah, 3 chapters 就是最后的3章。
Yeah. And
对，我坐到我的屁股 好痛啊！然后我就跟他们说，我真的需要走一走，我不能再坐了，我真的很想要去走路，但是我们就一直很怕我们的号码会miss our number， 所以我们就想说，好吧，我们就附近走一走就好了，
对，
小小的走。
我们知道，如果我们 leave 我们的椅子，someone will come take them.
对啊
like straight away. So you get up and you walk away slightly from your seat. There are people on your seats. So you wouldn't be coming back to them. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, we waited for about an hour and a half and finally our number popped up. Bing!
终于是我们了。
对啊 It's our turn. So finally, all of these 紧张 these 担心 these nerves.
对。开始。
Yeah, and we can go in and talk to the guy. So we sat down with the guy, larger gentleman. Oddly, I found these stomach doctors to here seem to be slightly larger gentlemen.
对啊，我们第一个位医生他比较
He's larger.
喜欢吃，
是 chubby.
对，他喜欢吃，看起来我们知道他喜欢吃。
对，
第二个医生，第二个还好。
He's not as bad as the other one.
对
，but he
但是对
he was
没有很 fit， 没有很 fit，
he wasn't an athlete.
是
He wouldn't be running
就看起来
very quickly.
看起来不健康，
对，
不是健康的身材。
Yeah.
那这一个医生他也是就是胖胖的，吃很多。
He was the opposite of what you would expect a stomach doctor to look like, knowing the effects of the digestive system and food and all. Anyway, so that's irrelevant. So we went and sat down with this guy, a very straight sort of talking guy. He spoke Zhongwen and Ingwen, and he kind of interbred the two languages simultaneously, which was nice because that's kind of what we do.
对。
And we explained the problem. So I brought my booklet in, which kind of outlined the kind of history of my issues.
对，你的历史故事。
对 yeah, my history story.
你的历史故事。
健康的历史 and also a couple of other things like the other endoscopy I had and all this kind of stuff. So he examined this stuff, he listened, he made the doctor noise, which is
但是我觉得有一个很棒的是 like do you remember we went to the nutritionist?
Yes.
他完全没有看你的 food diary， 他就是这样 OK
Yeah, eat rice.
对
All right, bye bye now. That's $400 please.
对，但是这个医生他是真的 like every detail， 每一个你写下来的他都有看。他是真的有看，然后他还问 OK so you have this， 然后你的姐姐有这些 disease， 你的妈妈，然后你的所有的故事 from beginning to the end， 他其实都有看，所以那时候我们还是觉得OK so 他是真的有在想要知道你发生什么事情，你的故事是什么。
Yeah, and I agree. So he wanted to know. He read the notebook all the way through, line by line, and he questioned it. He was concentrating and he was thinking, so I appreciate that.
一开始我们都觉得这个医生是还不错，因为至少 at least 他知道我们 we get prepared， 然后他也想要看我们的 note， 我们的笔记。
Yes, yeah, and it was a good idea. It was a good idea from your behalf as well. So well done. Otherwise, we might have missed something. And we pretty much covered it all. Anyway, so we did. And he looked at all those things. And this is where the interesting part of 医生 in Taiwan, where they differ from Western doctors. And I think we've obviously said this before, but this was interesting because no doctor in Taiwan will confirm with you what you have. They will just suggest. They won't even suggest things you have. They will just tell you the range of things that you could have. So this is why obviously I had the scare of Whipples, colon cancer, and various other
好可怕
scary things that could kill me. Because they're going over the range of them. They will not use the word unlikely or likely
or sounds like
or possible or but.
对
They won't use any of those languages, they will just say, I don't know, maybe. I mean, they won't.
Maybe.
They will literally not commit to anything. So we went through the whole thing, and he was pointing at this diet, celiac disease. It's a Western disease. He was talking about a gluten disease that obviously comes from the West, but he's not sure what it could be. Could be cancer, but he's not sure. What test would show what, and so we got a little bit annoyed because when you go to see a doctor, obviously, and this thing has been plaguing me for a little while now, you kind of want some answers.
对，
你需要回答。
一个解决，一个回答，没错。
对 and he didn't give us any, like he was just hovering around things.
对
Now, we asked him directly.
他其实呢，basically 他的中文就是用我不能告诉你。
Yep, I just can't
cannot tell
Can't tell you.
你要什么 You have to decide yourself.
So, yeah.
他还说不能告诉你 and I was like, okay, 你是医生，但是你不能告诉我 So, 谁
Yeah, so
like 谁可以告诉我呢？
他给我们 like 两个选择。
对。
Like, not even that. He didn't even give us suggestions. He just said, okay, are you eating this? I mean, what's your breakfast in the morning? I said, okay, well, I don't know, toast usually. He's like, well,
See?
There you go. I mean, Westerners have this gluten. So is it the gluten thing? Can't tell you. Oh, okay. So,
What?
All right. So it's not the gluten thing. I can't tell you. Right. So how do we find out what it is? You have to choose what you want me to do.
对
What? Sorry? But 我不是医生。
对，
我是老师。I'm like what do you mean? So what are the options? What are the options?
对
Okay, so you can have an upper endoscopy where we go into the stomach, obviously check the stomach out again, then go below through the stomach and then just hover around the upper part of the digestive tract or whatever. You can have a full intestines biopsy where they will go where we will go endoscopy and then colonoscopy to get the whole thing. But both ways, yeah. But that cost
见面
yeah
5万块
5万块对不对？
对 50,000
How much is that in
我
American?
不知道你有
Yeah, I looked for that. That's what I was looking for, but it's
真的
gone.
吗
Yeah, the app's gone. It's just not there anymore. It just
真的吗
didn't install.
OK
So
50,000 大概就是2000吧，2000美元
yeah, is it?
2000 more than 2000
It must be, isn't it? Because it's 35. So
2000左右 I would say 2000
so 1,730. So yeah, $1,700 it would cost to do the deep biopsy.
这是一个很大很大的数字 That's a big number.
Wait, yeah, for us that's just out of the question if I'm honest. But if we had to, if he said you need to do this thing, your symptoms sound like you need to do this thing, obviously we'd find the money. I'd borrow it for some or whatever. We'd do the thing. 但是他不是这个，他说
他的态度不是对的，他的态度就是
奇怪。
对
So 他说我说 okay, sorry, 我们需要哪一个？我们需要哪一个？ So my symptoms, 你想我们需要哪？
对啊 You know our symptom， 你知道我们发生什么事情？
对 We've told you the whole story.
对
You've seen me.
对
He's tapped my stomach. He's done all the listening, the whatever.
对
What do you think we need?
对
I don't know.
哪一个？
Can't tell you. Which one do you want?
对
So obviously now 现在我们不bien很生气 because
很烦
很挫败
对，很
frustrated
挫败，没错。
因为
我不要
我们需要他解释东西
对，
因为他是医生
没错。
But he just kept repeating the same thing. I can't tell you what you've got. We can have some allergy tests, this upper or lower biopsy, and then we might be able to tell you what you've got. Okay, sure.
对啊，但是哪一个我们是真的需要 ，like really need it？ 哪一个？他说不知道，你自己选。
Yeah. Okay. So obviously there's a fundamental problem there because we're not doctors. We don't know that. So what essentially the answer we wanted is we wanted to go there and present some symptoms and then the doctor have a think in his or her years of experience and training in medical school and then go, okay, this kind of sounds like this thing. It could be this thing, but I'd like to rule out this thing, but we'd have to do this test to rule that out. So let's schedule this test.
对
And then once we've done that, I think it's going to be one of these two things, and then we can cancel some things out.
对
But actually, he didn't do any detective work in that
没有
sense. He didn't narrow it down. He just basically said, could be anything. What do you want to do about
Yeah,
it?
you could have the cancer, you could have this cancer, that cancer, and then you have these tests. Choose one, 选一个。
Yeah. So
但是
obviously,
我不知道选哪一个啊。
下个问题是 OK， 我们需要哪一个？我们需要哪一个？ And don't know, you choose.
所以我们等于是在那个 circle 这个循环里面 ，like which one?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
you choose.
然后他说，
哪一个比较好？
你有钱吗？
那他是说，如果你有钱，
如果你有钱，
你就是选
have that one.
50,000。
Yes.
然后我说，但是这个 test OK 没问题。如果你真的觉得我们需要 OK， 我们会付$1,700 US dollars just for this test， 没关系 ，That's OK。但是 you have to let me know， 这是真的需要 ，otherwise 我们为什么要花这笔钱？这不是很便宜的 test， 这不是很便宜的一个测验。然后他就说。那但是如果你觉得 if you feel like your stomach is suffering， 你觉得你的肚子很不舒服，那你就做。Of course, because we are suffering， 所以我们在这边呢。
Yeah, that's why we're here.
对啊
So
we don't come here for no reason and then tell you to give us tests， 对不对？
And I think at the beginning he was kind of hinting towards a diet issue, like some kind of like allergy or intolerance kind of thing, like a gluten thing or a whatever, a lactose thing. But he didn't, obviously they don't want to commit because of lawsuits and stuff. So he didn't ever say it, but he was kind of gesturing towards the part of the writing, part of the some of the writing that we did that said celiac disease, gluten disease. And then we had started, then the conversation kind of turned into, okay, so let's go for the upper endoscopy thing, right? Is that what you want to do? He asked us. Is that what you want to do then? I guess so. If that's what you think we need, I can't tell you what you need.
Again.
Just you have to decide what you need. And then I'm like, well, you're the doctor, dude. Tell me what I need to do to get
circle
fixed.
Again.
The circle, yeah. So
it's like, what do I need? These options, choose one. Okay, so what do you think? No idea. You choose one. But we need to know you're thinking. Yeah. And we need your opinion.
I tried to slow it down because obviously 你变很生气, like I felt you getting quite angry about it, and I thought, okay, let's calm this down. So I kind of reset my mind and I went, okay, let's start again.
Yeah.
Will this biopsy, this upper intestinal thing allow you, and I said this real clear, allow you to diagnose my problem? I couldn't get any more clearer than that. In both Chinese and English.
还有第二个问题 that is the easiest and clearest question. 你可以帮我吗?
Yeah.
Can you help us here?
That was another question, right?
And then he said, don't know.
I even asked the guy, are you angry? During the thingy, are you angry? And he was like, no, yes, no. I was like, what the okay, like anyway, obviously we weren't trying to be difficult obviously I'm there to be, we needed help.
对，我们需要帮忙，我们需要帮助 and 他是 the only 医生 can help us， 他是唯一一个可以帮助我们的医生。
But there was just no doctory suggestion. There was no sort of help as a medical professional to say, okay, it's most likely this thing. I asked him, and the last episode we called A Rare Case of the Whipples. Okay, so I explained in an article that I wrote a couple of days ago, Whipples is a very rare disease that, to give you an example, this doctor, when I asked him, he told me that he's been in this business, he's been a doctor for decades, and he's only ever seen one case. He wrote an article. It was so special, this one case, that he wrote a paper on it for a university. He's only ever seen one. The chances of me having this thing are very, very, very slim. but he would not say those words. He would not say, the chances of you having this are very, very...
对，他不会告诉你。
He won't say it, but just in case I do have it, for some... He said, you know, you don't have aching joints, you don't have blood in your stool, and you don't have, you know, dark spots on your skin, but you could have the Whipple. You could... And I'm like...
Where is the percentage? Like, 就是你都没有这些 You don't have any of these. 但是他不会说 The chance is low. 他不会这样说，他就说不知道，有可能哦。
对啊，
有可能哦。
Maybe you could. I mean, it's possible.
但是有可能听起来就像我好像有的感觉啊。
Thanks for the hope. Thanks for the hope there, dude.
对。
So obviously we got quite annoyed. Anyway, so eventually we agreed to this upper endoscopy thing. We booked that for next Friday. In addition to that, we've also
他们回来了。
我们的孩子回来了。We also booked an allergy test, which tests me across the board for 89 different food allergies and intolerances and that kind of stuff. They took four, what do you call them? Vials?
血管，你说那个
like
container
对啊，
是不是？
是血管吗？
那个血液的滴管。
Is that what they are?
应该是血液的滴管。
血液的滴管。滴管 Okay. It's like 血的
管子，它就是一个很像 pipe，
like, yeah, they're like
小的 pipe。
Yeah, they're like vials. Okay, so they took 4 blood vials. I had a nice conversation with the nurse.
对，她说你很棒，你的中文很好。
Yeah, she was talking to me in Taiwanese. She started to talk to me in Taiwanese. I was like, no, that's not happening. Actually, don't use it. Like, no, he doesn't speak Thai because I don't. 4 of those. So 89 different food intolerances. It's going to be very, very exciting to find out whether I'm
有没有什么过敏啊？
Yeah, and we get to find out all the results from the biopsy, which is next Friday, and the results of the allergy tests 下个礼拜。
对。
In 2 weeks' time, which is very, very cool. But generally quite a frustrating meeting.
是，没错。就是一个 like 循环，就是一个 bad circle，就是给我意见 ，no 我不要。So what will happen to me? I don't know. You guess. 那我可以做什么呢？选一个，选一个。
Yeah, this is
好像在玩游戏一样。
对啊，
好像在玩游戏。
He wouldn't even, to be honest, look, he wouldn't even confirm, even after I asked him about taking, so obviously a biopsy, for those of you who don't know, so they're going to put a special camera down into my stomach, through my mouth, into my stomach, and then they're going to go through the stomach into the intestine, and then they're going to take a little part of my intestine, you know, like I don't know what they're called, like polyps or something, they're like growths inside your intestines. They're going to take a little bit of it and they're going to pull it out, and then they're going to test it for things like cancer and Whipples and all that kind of stuff. I asked him, after your biopsy, will you know if I had these things? He still wouldn't say that he can confirm it because of the symptoms. They're general and we're not sure if, so why am I?
对啊，他就说其实有很多的 cancer，他们都有一样的 symptom。
对。
然后如果你有这些 symptom，我就可以告诉你 you have possibility 会有这些 cancers。How scary that sounds like.
Crazy, right?
很可怕啊。然后这个 test 可以帮助我们吗？不知道哦。
Yeah.
那如果我花5万块
，Yeah.
will I get a confirm question?
Yeah.
不知道哦。
Maybe. Would you? Don't know. I mean, look, it was an expensive day. The allergy test was 1万块是it's about 300 American dollars. $300 American dollars.
差不多啦。
So that was a massive punch in the bank account.
没错，但是 that option we didn't have any other option， 因为这个医生就说 you choose some.
He turned the screen. Side note, before we move on to something else very quickly. He turned this. We said, he said, okay, so do you want the allergy test as well? And we obviously said, do I need the allergy test? Would you suggest that we should have that? I don't know. You choose.
Yeah,
okay.
It's up to you. 随便你哦。
Sure. Okay, we gave up at that point. Sure. Yep. Okay, let's do that as well. He turned the screen to us. On the screen was just a massive row of medical Chinese.
没错。
And we were like, which one? And he said, which one do you want? And we were like, what does What does any of that mean, dude?
It's like a 菜单。
Yeah, it's like a menu. And you said,
他给我们一个菜单，然后说选一个。
choose which ones you want. I was like, all of,
Wow.
不知道, all of them? Like, I don't know. Which one would you suggest? He won't suggest, they won't suggest anything. So if 如果你要
好特别的经验。
come to Taiwan, 如果你有 like 身体问题, don't expect Western. Obviously, I'm sure you wouldn't. It's a totally different 不一样的文化. You wouldn't expect the same kind of bedside manner from doctors.
对。
The same kind of 我不知道怎么讲，是
就是
态度。
我觉得像 after the meeting， 我告诉 Tom， like 这个应该是 related to our education， 就是他们不会让你有自己的想法，他们不会让你就是去 express 去表达你对于这个病人的结果或是的判断是什么。
Yeah.
他们不会让你去想，然后to share to express， 不会，就是一个不是一个 creative education system， 但是 it's very weird， 因为每一个医生 like 不是每一个医生都是这样子。Okay, so this is the only one we have experienced so far， 但是 not every doctor is like this in Taiwan.
Yeah, okay.
It's not every doctor is like this. I believe there are 好的医生，也有很棒很有用的医生，
Sure.
一定有。但是这个医生他真的就是完全没有给我们一个他自己的 diagnose。他是一个非常非常有经验的医生。He has booked for the next few months.
Yeah.
很难 book 他的时间， 很难定他的时间。他是一个非常有经验 very experienced doctor, and what we expected from him is his own opinion, his diagnose, 告诉我们需要什么样子的 test to move on to the next step.
Or at least or at least some suggestions based on the symptoms that his colleague had reported to him. My reports show, and obviously my history of them.
对呀。
At least some semblance of suggestion on what some things like, but there was just none of that. I mean, you said you're absolutely right. There's bound to be some very, very good doctors. I'll give you two examples. 嘉义那个
GP 我们的嘉义医生
我们的嘉义是很好。Also, I would say that the NIPS doctor.
Nips,
yeah.
谁是 Nips?
Nips 医生。
他是谁啊？
I cannot say this without it being too. So if you want to take if you want to take things to the max, you'd go and see the NIPS doctor. Come on, work with me here. You hear my T-shirt? If you want to take things to the max, you would go and see the NIPS doctor.
哦，好，
That
我懂
doctor.
，OK，
你知道他吗？
我知道。
He's good. Okay.
我知道了啦。
现在真的知道吗？
可是他们不知道啊。
Exactly.
对啊。
So I had to keep it, right?
对，这是我们另外一个 our another 医生。
Yeah, but don't worry. Neither of us have a problem with our nipples. He's not like a NIPS doctor. There's a treatment that you can get called NIPS,
NIPS
in this specific clinic.
对。
I just call him the NIPS doctor. It just sort of makes me laugh. I'm a child inside. It comes up and it's like, do you want nips? Like, are you ready for nips? And it makes me
然后
laugh.
你那时候看到就这是什么 Nips？
Yeah, why?
这是什
Why are
么
they giving
东
people
西？
nips?
对啊。
Yeah, and so that made me. This is how sharp. Actually, I might call this episode Nips now.
Nips 医生。
Dr. Nips. Yeah. But anyway, so he's a good doctor.
对啊，是。
Smiles a lot, comforts you.
对。
Good, 客气, he's polite.
没错。
He'll sit next to your bedside and he'll, you've got any problems? Yeah, and I've got a bit of this, a bit of that. Don't worry, totally normal.
对。
This happens.
对。
Expect this kind of thing next week. And
对，真的。
that's what it should be. That's what it should be.
对，
I would say that's more of a Western style of doctor than Doctor Small Intestines.
是
Today.
Doctor Small，
对不对？
他是 person stomach 医生，
Yeah.
他的名字
Yeah,
人胃医生。
Yeah. Well, we have, yeah, we
对
got,
啊
yeah.
So anyway， 我们今天就是有了一个非常非常有趣的 meeting with this doctor，、然后我们就是接下来要做 whatever test we need to do， 然后我们可以就是找出希望。希望
Touch things.
希望我们可以找出 Tom 的问题，
Yeah.
然后解决这个问题，然后让我们能够可以想想我们以后我们的计划是什么。What's our plan in the future？ 对啊，我觉得就是干嘛
Just the Isa, just the questions. Sorry, you just reminded me of what he was like. Okay, so do you have any fever? No. Do you have blood in your stool? No, I don't have any of that. Bloating? Yeah, a little bit. Any tenderness? Yeah, occasionally a tenderness. Okay, so acid? Yeah, okay, I do. Do you have this? And he asked me a few questions, this, and this. Ran through all my symptoms. Okay, so when you eat this, it makes you bloated. Okay, and this kind of stuff. Okay, joint pain? No. Spot? No, none of that kind of stuff. Okay. Do you feel like tired? No, none of that. All right, doctor, so what do you think I have? I don't know. It just made me laugh. And it's like, I don't ask me all these questions, and at the end of it, go, up to you.
对，
What do you think?
他就是不讲，他其实
Anyway.
我觉得他其实不是真的不知道，他知道，但是他不想要给我们一个
Yeah, he can't because of legal
一
reasons.
个真正的答案，但是我们今天要的就是真正的答案。So anyway，
I know. Yeah, I agree with you. 我同意。
对，
He knows. 他知道
你没问题。
Yeah, he knows what my issue is. He just cannot say it
没错
until he's confirmed it in writing, basically.
很烦。
Otherwise, I could sue him for guessing wrong or something. I don't even care. I don't even care, Sweeps. Like seriously, just fix it.
对，
It doesn't matter.
告诉我你的想法 ，fix it， 解决这个问题。
Yeah.
We'll do whatever we need to do.
Tell me it's an acid problem, but then do the test anyway, and it comes back and it's
对啊，没关系。
gluten
Yeah.
problem. Okay, you got it wrong the first time. I don't care. Just
对啊。
help me fix the thing. That's all I
我
want.
真的是觉得我们要的就是去解决你的问题，
对啊
不要再让你 suffer， 这是我们的目标，我们的真正的目标。我们没有想要去告你，没有想要去put you in law, put you in the court.
Yeah, I'm not interested. I just want to fix my health. Like health is one.
对
Suing you is not part of my.
对啊，
I don't care about the money. I just
真的
health needs to be the first thing. Do you know what I mean? I just need to know: am I going to die? Will I have this forever? Can you cure me? Can I fix this? Do I need to
对，
go back
这样就
to
好了。
我们需要去英国吗？
对。
我们需要吗？
对，
Is it something
需
that
要
Taiwan
英国
can
的
fix?
diet， 英国的饮食吗？
对啊。
对啊 ，maybe。
And we talked about that today. Is that something we need to do? Maybe we do need to go back to England, do a gluten-free, lactose-free diet
对
thing,
啊，对啊。
try and get my health sorted. 我们不知道。
Again， 就是 gluten free, lactose free， 这些都不是台湾真正这个在台湾真的很难找到这个 diet，很难。
Oh yeah.
The only place we found 有
Lactose free
是在 Costco， 对，而且是只有一个东西叫做牛奶，只有牛，但是你不能只有喝牛奶啊，你是要吃肉啊。
But it's so interesting that it is a Western problem, and that people over here do not have a gluten problem. They do have a lactose problem,
我有
a dairy problem.
对，我有 lactose intolerance，
Yeah, which is probably why they have that available in Costco, but they don't have any gluten-free stuff.
没有，完全没有
doesn't exist. Maybe on special online, or maybe in one of those Japanese 超市 that we haven't seen or something.
但是当然啦 ，online 你要去买这些东西的话，一定很简单。这是不是一个 life choice？ 就是我们没有这么多钱去like ship from England to Taiwan， 这是不可能的。
Yeah, it's just
对啊，太贵了。我们就是飞去英国就好啦。
对，
就是 fly to England， 然后就住在那。
It'd probably be cheaper. In the end, if you've got to pay like $100 a week for a special gluten-free diet just to import them, you might as well just fly to England.
真的。
Anyway, listen, I'm going to tell you a bunch of words, a bunch of Zhongwen words. You're going to translate them for me.
为什么呢
Okay.
Okay.
Because this is a game we played. So I just want to tell people because this was from a game we play in the Hangout, and this game was basically all you have to do is you have to say a word, any word. Okay. In this case, it's Tian Cai. And the next person has to say a word beginning with the previous word's last character. So in this case, it was Cai. So the next word was Cai Dian. Okay, so you get the game. So I'm going to say that now. Before everyone complains about it,
他们会抱怨吗？
well, yeah, before everyone just goes crazy and starts complaining about it, the only person in the game who has a handicap in the game is Eula. So she does have to use the same character as the previous word. But everyone else who plays, anyone who's sort of beginner or intermediate, we can all
ignore
tones and just say any word that we know that begins with that character. So obviously this won't follow. But I just want to say a few words to see if we can get through them in the next sort of 7 minutes, and then we'll cut it because obviously Emma's back with the kiddies. I'm actually surprised they haven't come in. I'd quite like them to come up and say hi, but
这个游戏我要先讲，这个游戏它的中文名字叫做接龙。
哦，接龙。
Connect Dragon.
Oh, there's actually a word for it.
有。
I just called the game Words.
真的哦。
Because I didn't know a name for it.
你知道有一个游戏是 card game， 就是你有 Dominoes
yeah
是吗？
When
就是你要放
you get numbers and you got like a 6 and a 4 and you have to put a 4 on the 4 and then that 4 and 1 and then the 1 on the 1.
哦，不是，不是，我们的不是。
Oh, really?
接龙是比如说我们会把7777四个 how do you call it？ 四个 type。How do you call diamond, heart, and those things? 花色 suits.
Yeah,
we call
4 different suits.
对
You mean cards?
4 different suits. 4个不一样的花色。然后你要放7777 and now 你有牌嘛 ，so you get cards. 然后你就要找，如果你有6，那你就要放在 under 7。然后to connect 就是 connect S。2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10
Solitaire.
JQK.
You can play it on the computer.
对对对
Solitaire, yeah.
Solitaire.
Yeah, it's different. But you know dominoes though, right?
我知道 domino， 但是它的那个 rule 不一样。
但是我算是一样的游戏 I think, right? Because
The reason we call it 接龙是
Yeah. What was that?
这是什么东西
There's like a clown or something.
对啊。The reason 是叫接龙，是因为我们要 connect word together， 就是你讲一个单字天才，那这个才你需要用才 to connect to another word。对
Yeah. Yeah, dominoes.
I haven't played domino before.
Oh, yeah.
没有玩过。
That was the rules we play. Was like so one player would put this domino down, one side would have 2, and the other side have 3, and the next player has to put a 3 to match that one, and then this one would have 4, and then the next player has to put 4 to match this one, and then.
Right, that's more closer to this one. 对啊，可是我们中文就要接龙。
Oh, I thought that was your thing. Anyway,
好，
天才，
天才是 genius， 天才。
菜店
就是 vegetable shop， 菜店。
电影
是 film，
英国
人England
是我的国家，
对，
国家，
英国国家 country，
家人
family member，
人类
human beings，
累死
累死了 talking to that doctor 累死了
exhausting, yeah.
对
4个
4个 measure word，
个子
有 high 你高还是矮，这是你的个子。
子孙
这个好 tricky，子孙它可以是story the character from the story Confucius 或者 grandchildren，
yeah, or grandchildren, but you can also say 孙子，
对，
孙子
the other way around,
switch it around, yeah.
就是孙子也是
孙子 or you said you'd say it was a character from 孔夫子的故事吗？
对
Really?
这是那个衣架说的。
Yeah, I know she said, yeah. But I don't know whether she meant 子孙 as in the 孔夫子的 or whether she meant
他的学生。
Oh, okay.
对，孔夫子的学生。
His students, okay. 知识。紫色 sorry.
紫色
Sorry.
Purple 它是一个颜色。
色彩 This writing is good.
对不起，
没事。
色彩 colors 很多颜色像彩虹一样 like rainbow， 所以叫做色彩。
Quick one as we're going to go through this. 色咪咪
色咪咪
Yeah.
色咪咪对。
Oh. Oh, yeah. Baby. 色眯眯 is
色眯眯是
pervert face, like a pervy face.
对，就是你可以说 this person looks 色眯眯，他
he looks
看起来
pervy.
色眯眯的，
对啊，
对，
色眯眯的。
He looks perv。
菜单，
菜单是 menu，
单字，
单字是 alphabet or vocabulary。No, vocabulary.
words,
or words,
right? Vocab, yeah. 字母，
字母像 A B C D E F G 字母 alphabet 是吗？
or subtitles.
哦，字幕。
字幕。
All right, OK，是哪一个？字幕。
字幕。
OK，字幕 subtitle。
不是字幕表，是字幕。
Yeah, one is full, one is third tone, so it's confusing.
Confusing, yeah. 母亲。
母亲就是我啦，妈妈。
亲爱
的，亲爱的，亲爱的。
是我吗？
My
是你
dear, my honey。
爱国。
爱国就是爱你的国家。
对啊 very 很重要 for you guys in America with the election coming, all this kind of stuff. 爱国 patriots, that, you know.
对，爱国 to love your country， 爱你的国家。
对啊，
你爱国，我也爱国，大家都爱国。你不爱国吗？但是你爱你的国家吧 I mean land.
I do. England is my country.
对。
But also 高雄 is my country.
哪一个你比较爱 ？Land.
It has to be England.
对。
It has to be England. But
不要说 politics 的话。
Oh no, politics no.
但是我的意思是说，如果 it's not about politics， 就是
政治家，政治
不关政治的话，it's not about politics， 但我们很爱国。对啊。
We got to do it speedy. Here we go. 之后
afterward
后面面包 Oh, sorry, go on.
后面 behind
你需要说，因为他
们看不到，对不起。Behind
对啊，面包
bread 还有呢包
加料
包什么？
包加料 I think you missed a word there that someone said.
啊，我说包水饺。
You said 包水饺。
I didn't write it down because I was distracted.
Okay, no.
对，包水饺 to wrap dumplings.
Okay, let's skip a couple. Okay, 6岁。
6岁。交流啊，交流。
It says 加 but okay. 交流。
交流，这个交流是有点像是 exchange information 的 communication 交流。所以英文它会说交流，但是这个communication 不是像是I give you the trouble and then you fix the trouble 这种交流，是 information exchange 的交流。
Excellent.
6岁，我是6岁，没有啦，6岁 6 years old。
随便
up to you， 随便啊。
边界
的 border， border
the border a border
边界
of a 国家吗？
对，边就是边边。If you learn this word before, like you say 上边 up， 下边 down， 这个边就是 edge。The
edge，
对 ，the edge， 边界，
姐姐
，sister，
姐夫
，brother-in-law，
复习
很重要，每天上完中文课都要在家复习 to review。
There you go， 复习。喜欢，
我喜欢你，
欢迎
，I like you。Ignore me。欢迎 ，welcome。
我也喜欢你，
欢迎。
But we got
欢迎来到我们的 Mandarin Monkey 广播时间，欢迎。
By the way, quick thing. Sandy actually asked us the other day, what does Eula say very quickly at the end of every podcast? And I just wanted to tell you, what she says very quickly is...
谢谢你收听，谢谢你们收看。Thanks for listening and thanks for watching.
Thanks for listening, thanks for watching.
对。
No, you say more than that.
谢谢你们收听，谢谢你们收看，我们下次见。
Bye bye. That's your whole. I was waiting for you to do that. Yeah. Yeah. So thanks very much for watching. Thanks very much for listening.
对。
Okay. 英雄
like Marvel 英雄，他们是 heroes。
熊大
就是很壮的。
Like the Hulk.
对，熊大。
enormous. 大便
你的 poo
poo, yeah. 变成
to become into.
Yeah, so you usually for example, I use that reasonably often in the podcast where we do when we say you want to change into something, you become angry, like you know what I mean?
不行 become angry.
Oh, excuse me, yeah, sorry.
变 change into like a form, transform 这种变成
Yes, sorry, yeah. 城市
city 城市
市区
是 urban.
Where were we talking about that in district? Okay.
District.
Yeah.
District 也是在 Hangout 里面啊。
It was this one, wasn't it?
对啊，
Yeah.
就是 urban 是市区 District 是区
Yeah, it was that 区
Because it's
we were talking about. Yeah,
市区
市区, yeah.
City District. Urban 市区
Yeah, that rang a bell. 去年
哪些
念过念过
念过念过这是一个文法 This is a pattern. Have read.
Yeah, and I think this is one of people. This is one that someone got from Pleco. So obviously you're allowed during the game. You're allowed to use Pleco.
可以
But
对
you have 20 seconds to get the word. You can use Pleco, but you have to explain in English what this word means.
对
So we try and make it stick, and then obviously we review them at Fuxi after we finish the game. Anyway, 过分
过分你很过分 You're too over.
自己
myself
几岁
几岁 How old?
岁岁平安
平安 Sorry I didn't
岁岁平安
Yeah 平安不是饼干岁岁饼干岁岁平安它是一个 lucky sentence when you say during Chinese New Year 岁岁就是 age 两个岁 Yeah age 因为岁岁 double word So age
Do you say edge the same way you say age? Yeah
不是 edge
That was correct.
Edge 是边
Yes. Edge.
Age 是
Yeah. But usually just earlier you said age as for edge. I've just literally connected now the way you say it. It's interesting.
谢谢
That's all right.
岁岁就是 age
Age, yeah.
It means every age 平安safe or 对 safe
It's a blessing, isn't it?
它是一个
It's a
blessing
blessing.
就是 bless everybody is
Is it's a Chinese New Year thing?
是
Yeah, it's kind of
岁
like
岁平安
yeah.
对然后呢这个岁呢 when do you say it 就是这个岁 actually it sounds another word for this is break to break something or something is broken so for example if I knock a glass down and it break then you can say 岁岁平安岁岁平安
So it's kind of like oh bless you.
对
Like smash oh bless you.
对但是 but you can say it to yourself as well
Oh you can.
对
Or you can say
Have you
Okay, 安静
安静
peace. Yeah.
安静
Anjing
quiet
is a polite way to say quiet. So if you've got a couple of ways really to say it. You can say Anjing, like your classroom. You say Anjing, everybody. Anjing, calm down.
安静
Quiet, please.
对
Peace, please.
quiet
Or you can say 闭嘴, which means shut up.
就是比较more aggressive
闭嘴.
对闭嘴
金汤
金糖这个是那个 Sandy 说的 It's kind of sugar 是
Yeah, it's a type of sugar.
对 It's type of sugar 金糖
金汤哪一个
Delicate 金糖
I mean, I'm not good on my sugars. I don't know. What kind of, there's brown sugar and white sugar.
这个我知道颜色我知道但是金糖就是 one of the
Caster sugar? It's like a specific, I don't know.
Specific
糖果
我最爱吃 sweet
对呀过来来去
来去来 and 去就是 come and go
去哪里
你去哪里 Where do you go
里面
Where do you go to 里面 inside
面子 and 自私
对面子我说这个不是因为是脸哦 It's not because it's fake 就是爱面子的面子like 台湾人有这种 saving face culture
对
那叫做面子爱面子对但是如果是 body part face 这个是脸
脸
不一样 对
Yeah, 面子. And there's actually common say. That's a very good point, and probably a talking discussion for a different podcast. That whole saving face thing, like with your neighbors and that kind of stuff. But I'm sure we talked about it before. Okay, and 自私.
自私 selfish. Done.
So for those of you who just 抱怨 like 每天你需要抱怨 about us not doing vocab.
今天我们给你很多 vocab.
We had a 40-minute discussion about doctors and arguing with one, and then we did 18 sweet minutes of vocab.
我们刚刚还蛮快的 We did it quite fast.
Yeah, well, we could go over them again another time.
对啊
But
这算是我们在 Hangout 里面玩的一个小小的游戏啦 To test your 你的 vocab 你的单字 of course 还有 to test your 拼音你的拼音
Yeah.
就是用听的去听这个拼音然后 to spell and then to find a word.
yeah.
所以这是一个拼音的 practice 拼音的练习
Yeah. I tell you what, I'm going to keep the adverts at the end of this real short.
好
Real short. Hongsama,
对
we do free lessons. Do them. We do private lessons. Do them as well. We do group lessons. Come and do them.
对
Makes sense. Look, practice your Chinese. Like, I don't know what's stopping you. It's $30. It's $30 for a group lesson. It's $55 for private lessons. By the way, sorry, 4 group lessons is $30. 4 of them.
没错而且 you can choose 2 in 1 month 2 in 1 month
Yeah.
对 so you can finish them in 2 months
Exactly. We also do free lessons. There's just me and Faye.
对啊
It's free. Also, we have a Patreon. It keeps the lights on. But also, we don't just do it for no reason. We give you stuff. WhatsApp group, decks, forums, private courses. We also do story course, all that kind of stuff. It's all available to people who come into the Patreon. Just join or don't. It's up to you. If you like the podcast, we'd appreciate your support.
谢谢你们
Let us know how you feel. They can get in contact with us anytime they like.
可以你们只要写信到 chat CHAT at mandarinmonkey.com
Exactly. Anything I just said, you can gain access to www.mandarinmonkey.com/lessons, or just go to mandarinmonkey.com. You can find us. All right. Thanks so much.
谢谢你们收听谢谢你们收看希望你们今天都快乐平安健康哦我们下次见
Bye.